Hey guys, welcome back to Once Upon a Tiny Farm. My name's Drew. In today's video, I want to do a more extended video of a short that I made recently, talking about what I think is the very best chicken to get if you have a small space in your backyard and you want to have chickens. And I think there might be a lot of new chicken tenders out there this year. So stick around for this video. I will tell you what that chicken is and why you might want to get it. So if you don't like waiting around for spoilers, I won't make you wait till the end of the video. I'm going to tell you right now. It's the chicken right behind me, the white one. It's called a white leghorn. And the reason that I think these white leghorns are the absolute best chickens to get for a small space, if you only have a small space for a coop and run in your backyard, the white leghorn is going to be the chicken for you. And the reason for that is because, one, they're small. Compared to my other heritage birds that I have, the other birds that I have, like my Buff Orpington and my, even the Americanas are larger. Barred Rock, they are huge. The Barred Rock is the black and white feathered one on the perch behind me. That is a huge chicken. It's actually, that hen is actually bigger than my rooster down here. And the rooster is actually older than the Barred Rock. That's how big that is. So that's a dual purpose bird, the Barred Rock. The white leghorns have been bred for commercial egg production. So you're likely, if this is your first year or first time getting chickens, you're likely getting them for the eggs. Now, all these other dual purpose breeds, that means that they could also be meat birds. You could save them for meat and eggs. The white leghorn is such a small bird, it's not really meant for the dual purpose kind of thing. It's more meant for laying lots of eggs. And that's what they do. And if you go to the store and buy a dozen of white eggs, you're probably getting eggs from white leghorns, lots of white leghorns from commercially owned, flocks. So if that's what you're after, I say you should go for the white leghorn. If I could do everything all over again, I'd probably start with the white leghorn. The first chickens that I got were Rhode Island Reds, and they were incredible. They are incredible chickens. The Rhode Island Reds are also a dual purpose breed. They could be for meat and eggs. You could retire them after 2 or 3 years when the egg laying starts to go down. And I actually still have 2 of my original Rhode Island Reds, and I have them in a chicken tractor, just doing their job. They've been retired from egg laying, really, and they just till up my garden rows for me. So I still have a good use for them. The white leghorns I have are 2 years old. This year and last year, they were the first chickens to start laying after the winter solstice, where we got very little sunlight. We're now starting to get a lot more sunlight hours as we move towards spring. These guys were the first to start laying. They lay almost every day like clockwork, and they're just really, 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 they're very calm. Like I've read some people watched other videos where they say not to get white leghorns, like they're too loud, they're too whiny, like maybe like a yappy dog. I haven't found that to be the case. I find them to be very quiet, like a calm, docile temperament. Maybe it depends on the environment that you put them in, that they might be a little bit louder if they're a little bit uncomfortable. I don't know. But from what I've seen, they don't mind being in a confined space. So if you can't free range your birds, or if you don't plan to free range your birds in your backyard, you just want to have a very small coop and run, the white leghorns are going to be the best option. They're so small. They're much smaller than the other birds, like I mentioned. That also means that they don't require eating as much. They don't require eating as much feed as the larger dual purpose laying birds do. So that's another benefit to having the white leghorn. So you could save some money on feed because they don't eat that much. So I did another video recently where I expanded my chicken run and actually made a chicken tunnel, and I'll put a link to that video if you want to check that out. But that was to let my other birds out, let all the birds out, to let them free range kind of in a more protected environment, because I found some of them might be getting a little bored inside the static chicken run. I don't move them around This is just their run, and like right now, I don't like it because we've got a lot of rain, we got snow, it's very muddy and gross in there. So I need to layer up some more mulch in there to keep their feet a little bit drier, cleaner. But anyway, I recently added this chicken tunnel, and I found that these guys, the white leghorns, don't even care for the tunnel. They actually like it when the other chickens like go out into the chicken tunnels, and they just stay in the run. They're happy in this space. They don't care that it's not like the biggest space in the world. They don't care about free ranging. They're not even known for the free ranging, so they don't care too much about the free ranging. I gave them the ability to do that. I never, in the week or two since I've had this chicken tunnel, I don't think I've only seen them once go down there when I first set it up, and for the rest of the time they like to hang out over here where I just set up a compost bin for inside the chicken run, which is another video I did recently, which I'll link also if you want to check that out. But I think they really like the compost area here, just as another perch for them to fly up off the ground and relax up there. They kind of treat it like a playground. I think that's really cool. So white leghorns there. If you've never owned chicken before and you just want chickens for the eggs, you don't care about meat, you're not going to save them for the meat, you'll get a good 2 to 3 years, maybe more, of egg production from these white leghorns. You won't have to feed them as much as the larger birds, and you're going to be very happy. They're not high maintenance at all. They don't mind being in a small space, and yeah, just something to consider if it's your first year owning chickens. And I really think that there's a lot of new chicken owners this year, because I just went today with my kids to Tractor Supply, and I was talking to some of the employees there at my local Tractor Supply, and they said already they've had 4 shipments of of chickens and ducks, and each time, as soon as they got all the chickens in, they were sold out each time, and they're waiting for the next shipment of baby chicks from whatever local hatcheries they get them from. So just something to consider. There's a lot of people that want to take control of their local food supply right in their backyard, and I commend you guys if you're trying to do that. And good luck to you new chicken tenders. And yeah, in this video I am just recommending the white leghorns would be an excellent option for a first-time chicken tender. You don't need a lot of space in your backyard. They'll be very happy. You won't have to feed them that much, and they'll give you a ton of eggs. You'll be happy you did it. All right, that's all I wanted to share in this video. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.